Oh shit! The captain! Fuck! Ah! Fuck! Alright. You guys get to see how good I am with a 0 fucking upgrades captain then. Fuck. Fucking hell, I am stupid. God. No. I mean, guys, I'm doing this for testing purposes, guys. This is 100% purely for testing purposes. There's nothing wrong to see here whatsoever. This is purely for testing purposes. Nothing wrong at all. It's pure. I'm doing my job as a super test. I need to see what a player can do with a completely stock captain. You know. I mean, this is purely for super testing purposes. Okay, guys. Okay. Please, guys, believe me. No one believes me. Aww. Hello everybody, Strangers123 here, again, yet another aircraft carrier replay. Today, we're looking at a game I played in my Kaga on live stream. I'm going to intermittently put this one in together with some the actual recording from the live stream, as I'm sure you guys have already noticed, and as I'm also sure you guys have noticed, I am in fact playing with a 0-point captain. This is a basically stock Kaga. I have no air supremacy, no captain skills, no whatsoever there. I do, however, have the neutral, so I have a little bit more ammo on my fighters and stuff like that. But it's not really going to help me because things like air supremacy are, of course, missing. Anyways, while we're waiting for this game to get in gear, let's have a look at what Kaga is. Well, first of all, you have, by the way, apparently you cannot now select planes in CV mode. Okay, this is really, really fucking awkward. You literally cannot select planes in replays. This is amazing fun. Anyways, I'll just pretty much tell you what I'm doing and show you guys what I'm doing as you see it in my control scheme. Anyways, what's Kaga about? Well, those torpedo bombers. You have 6 torpedo bombers per squadron. 2 squadrons don't use 1-1-3 loadout. It is absolutely horrendous because the dive bombers do 2,600 per bomber, which means per hit, don't expect more than 800. Of course, you can set fires with it, but don't expect too many. Anyways, I spot the enemy Kutuzov in B, and I fly up north, and guess what? I find another Kutuzov, so I'm thinking I might as well go and fuck myself. Looking at the planes, I really want to go fuck myself now, because the enemy aircraft carrier, a Hiryu, has air supremacy, so of course I'm going to be at a quite significant fighter disadvantage. Sending my fighters over to Bravo anyways, just to see if I can't make a plane. And there you go, so on. Super tester, I guess. I was feeling a bit too ashamed to respond to anything because I was being salty about my life choices and taking a stock Kaga captain for the purposes of this game. But I guess I'm super testing. I'm doing my job as a super tester. Anyway, sending my fighters against his fighter squadron, seeing if I can't just gank on top of it. I didn't actually realize that he had a second fighter squadron down there chasing my other fighters, so I disengaged one of my other fighters to just tag that so I can go and attack the turpets. He doesn't seem to know about a strafe disengage, otherwise he would have pulled one on me already. And I see this turpet, one of my squadrons is basically dying or basically dead already, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a hilarious drop against this turpet, and you can definitely do that with 53 knot torpedo speed, although in this case I only have 48, because no captain skill, so no torpedo acceleration. My fighters are actually doing some alright damage, and there you go, you can see this turpet is nicely turning into a bunch of torpedoes. I decided to do something completely retarded. At this point, I decided I'm just going to click the guy with my dive bombers with a full-on alpha strike to whittle away his anti-air. But there you go, that's almost 50,000 damage dealt in the first strike. And I was actually expecting my fighters to lose this fight horrendously, because I didn't have AES. That actually didn't happen, and I now spot the enemy Hiryu. But in hindsight, I should have saved the dive bomber and gone and just plugged the turpets after the flooding has been damage controlled, and I probably could have had 55,000-60,000 damage. Sure, in this case I only set one fire, but I manual dropped them if I remember correctly, and basically what happened was that I only got one fire. Of course, because the dive bomber drop is about the size of a Umikaze. That's right, you heard me. Anyways, I lose the first fighter engagement. However, I basically end up killing, 8 for 8, so that's not too bad. I do have a slight total aircraft advantage over him. He's flying 222, so the advantage there lies on me. I have 28 total fighters. Enemy aircraft carrier will only have 24. Right now, not taking off my fighters because I'm waiting for my torpedo bombers to land. Once that last squadron gets down, I will hopefully, once I wake up, start taking off planes. I was thinking maybe I should land the dive bomber first and then actually, go and do something. But then I decided I'm going to screw that dive bomber. I'm just going to start launching stuff. Mistake there was holding back by those few seconds. Definitely should not have done that. And now my dive bomber is there. I'm thinking, you know what? I need to just, I do not want that dive bomber to do anything weird, like screw my launch cycles up. So I'm going to order the dive bomber just to circle my ship for the moment. The enemy aircraft carrier is right now trying to attack a Farsair, Leander, and Tirpitz together. So that's not really going to go too well for him, especially if the Tirpitz has a little bit of AA upgrades or the cruiser has a defensive button. Anyways, now that my second torpedo bomber squadron is getting airborne, I can tell my dive bombers to land. Honestly, in my opinion, at this point, I wasn't really sure what to do with that meme bomber. I'm going to find out what I want to do with that meme bomber. Anyways, shortly in this game. But in hindsight, definitely just do standard aircraft carrier tactics. Drop the dive bombers, wait for Damacom, then go in, drop the torpedo bombers, flood, and kill your target. Anyways, enemy torpedo bombers are coming in. I do a touch and... What the fuck? What the actual fuck? What the... What? 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 Huh? What? What? Okay. Anyways, after that, I just decide I'm going to tag the enemy's fighters inbound and just auto-lash and take them down. That one little meme plane coming in, I don't care about it. If he tries to strafe, he's not going to get too far. So I'm just going to sit under the friendly anti-aircraft and try to pick them off. But have a look at that one squadron. That one squadron just got completely obliterated. Despite me having a good chunk of planes on it, it's just got absolutely wiped. I've sent my torpedo bombers up the northern end of the map. You can see them right now at 9-10, near our friendly Otago Kutuzov. I was thinking of just going in and making flatbread of the enemy Fuso. It's a tier 6 carrier, no anti-aircraft. I can probably go in and just one-shot kill it. But then I think, you know what, screw it, let's go for this Belfast and Tirpitz combination. I'm going to split one for the Tirpitz, the other one for the Belfast. If I don't screw up too majorly, I should be able to pick up a double strike, although it doesn't really matter. Thinking that the Belfast is going to keep his turn, he decides he's going to turn back in, so I need to keep circling my plane. My number 5 squadron is now dropping the Tirpitz. Not exactly sure what he's trying to achieve there, if he's going to go forwards or backwards. I get a good drop-off, and I think I'm going to... Yep, that's right. Bam, bam. Missed the front one, but it doesn't really matter much. The middle one... Actually, it did. It didn't die from it. But the middle ones whack him really, really hard, and that's one squadron for a good chunk of a Tirpitz gone. Now, without torpedo acceleration, unfortunately, I couldn't pick up the Belfast kill. But I'm coming in with a little meme bomber, and I just need 2 hits, and with a manual drop, bam! I actually needed 3, it seems. But with 6 bombers coming in, none of them dying to anti-aircraft, and the drop circle the size of a destroyer, yeah, I'm gonna hit all 6. So the enemy Tirpitz goes down, but the Belfast unfortunately survives, and I think the bomber's 100,000 damage right now. That's basically off 2 attacks. Do a head-on strafe. The Mutsu and the anti-aircraft down there, probably the Bayern, manages to pick up quite a lot of those planes. So that strafe was a little bit of unfortunate ammo expenses, but I see another dive bomber coming in. Gonna line up behind it and strafe right through it. Maybe even it's the Hipper coming up to steal my planes. Strafing has now been committed, and there you go, going in, picking up 3 of them. Very useful for me. And now, I'm just cycling my planes. The enemy team's somewhat central on the map, and there's a lot of targets out there that have no anti-aircraft whatsoever. The only ones that do have anti-aircraft is this Kutuzov over there, and he's being chased, so I don't really care. Personally, right now, I'm basically just hoping our team can, die a little bit and stop dealing damage to the enemy battleships, so I can farm more damage and maybe go over 200,000 damage. But then again, since this is an EU server, that's kind of improbable. Of course, if you're an NA with large amounts of battleships, no one having anti-air, and enemy carriers all being complete retards, I don't think that's a problem. Anyways, I thought that the buy-in was doing some serious plane killing area, but as you see, I zoom in there and like, wait a second, the guy's fucking stock. So I'm being a little bit salty about my life, and I cry every time, so I decide to strafe disengage just to get out of that one. And then, you know, I set my number 3 fighter group here, and I'm like, you know what, screw this, I don't want to take this engagement, I'm just going to run the fuck away. I have absolutely no reason whatsoever. The Hippos anti-aircraft is likely going to be targeting the rest of the strike planes coming in once it gets in range. So I just pull my 2 squadron a little bit further away and angle it while the fighter squadron is still chasing into me. Unfortunately, that means I can't stop the strike. But without air supremacy and with really, really squishy fighters, that would have been extremely difficult for me to pull off anyways. Bayern does an alright job of evading. I think he took 3 or 4 there, so that's not too bad. And now I'm just sending my fighters in there right now to see if I can't kill off this last enemy fighter, because that's basically the end of enemy fighter replacement. I was just thinking I can kill this fighter squadron, like, within a couple of seconds, kill this fighter squadron, and then go and kill the dive bomber squadron, but I forgot, I don't have air supremacy, I don't have dogfighting expert, so that fighter lives a lot longer than I was expecting it to. Which unfortunately means I can't actually stop this dive bomber from going for our buy-in. In hindsight, should have just gone and wiped the dive bomber, then gone and deal with the fighter, because, hey, 1 fighter squadron, it's not going to do fuck. Unfortunately for me, the enemies in the middle are basically all dying, but I've done 2 attacks and I'm on 100,000 damage. Let's be completely honest, the only other ship that can, you know, do something like this with even any form of reliability are the American aircraft carriers against big-ass battleships with no anti-air. You can very reliably pull off shit like this. And now I'm just thinking, where the hell did that Hiryu run off to? I haven't just, you know, realized that this Hiryu is, you know, literally using those empty planes to, well, lead me exactly to target. But hey, I meme away a second German Tirpitz, with the dive bombers having secured my 2nd kill, although the first one I did actually torpedo bomber for quite a decent chunk of damage. Anyways, right now I'm just hoping that our buy-in can knock out the enemy cutters up. That way I can go and chase down the enemy aircraft carrier. With this absolutely insane torpedo bomber, Alpha 12 torpedo bombers, each dealing 8,567 damage, if I remember correctly, is pretty damn sick. And you're going to see in this game, despite only doing 3 attacks, despite not properly attacking the first Tirpitz, I'm still going to get some decent damage, and also despite having been a complete retard with my amazing 0-point captain. Anyways, I see both of the enemy fighter squadrons, but meh, I'll deal with them after I deal with the Hiryu. And I don't really need my dive bomber squadron for this. The enemy carrier is out of fighters, so I basically have complete control over this scenario. If he wants to turn in, that's fine for me. Hiryu is not the world's most maneuverable thing despite my slow planes. Deck the halls with balanced warships, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be balanced, fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Well, that enemy aircraft carrier most certainly had the game of his life. And, well, that's game. We're about to reach 1,000 points. Anyways, the enemy carrier's basically done his shit already, and, well, he just ceased to exist, and that's 141,000 damage without air supremacy on a Kaga. And I didn't lose a single torpedo bomber to the Hiryu on the way out either, which is totally balanced, guys. Do keep in mind, this ship is still a work in progress, as you can see on screen with the big-ass work in progress tag. Things can and will be subject to change, and personally, well, although this is really only just my initial impression, put it this way. Right now, my average damage in Kaga is looking at around about 140,000, but I spoke with, well, no. But anyways, just overall, I think I could, on a EU server, probably over 50 or more games, I could probably hold 120,000 average damage, maybe more, maybe less, depends on, well, whether I division or not. If I division with 2 good players and we start stealing all the damage, or, you know, we're basically contesting each other's damage, then unfortunately, no, I am not going to be able to get extremely high average damage per game, but I'll probably have some decent win rate. I'm expecting around about 25 average planes shot down, which of course is going to be a lot less than that of the Saipan, but that's what you'd expect, because the Saipan's fighters are just completely ridiculous, especially considering the fact that you do not lose a plane on a strafe disengage, which means you can just strafe your way to victory and really not give enough shits. Anyways, having a quick look at the post-battle results, Green's 141,576 damage, dealt 22 torpedo hits, 11 dive bombers, or should I say meme bombers for 2 fires. I memed away the Terpiters. 8 flightings over 22 target hits with torpedoes. Meh. I didn't really go for damage over time stacks this game, so the floodings caused is really irrelevant. Top of the scoreboard, 1,940 experience, 38 planes shot down. I don't believe any of them were due to my own anti-aircraft. Did farm a couple of planes. The enemy Hiryu was not paying the world's best attention to her aircraft, although she had major advantages against me due to the fact that I did not have air supremacy playing with a potato captain. Because I am an idiot. What was happening was actually I was showing off, just the damage potential using a 0 skill captain just to not have torpedo acceleration. Anyways, excuses aside, detailed report screen turbines, 50,000 damage. That poor guy just had a really, really good game at the beginning with was it a 48,000 damage strike, and that's with a bunch of my planes dead and no damage over time. Had I done damage over time, this game would have been a lot better. Second turbines, 30,000 damage with Torpedo Bomber Alpha, 1,000 just to finish him off. That's with 1 Torpedo Bomber Squadron and 1 torpedo missed. Belfast picking up 2 torpedoes for almost 15,000 as well, and with torpedo acceleration, in my opinion, he would outright have died. Then, of course, there's the enemy aircraft carrier, the Hiryu. Poor thing, just ceased to exist. How can I put it? I lost 18 fighters. That's, of course, what I lose the most because of the fact that I was just trying to throw them away. But I did manage to pick up the enemy fighters and deplane her. So in the end, that didn't really matter because I still had sufficient replacements. The aircraft lost. The meme bombers only have 1 set of replacements with AS. 14 total meme bombers, 7 per squad. So 7 in replacements. But you have a total of 43 torpedo bombers in total. 12 of them airborne. That is a lot of planes in replacements. And quickly, credits and XP. She is, after all, a premium ship. 433,774 credits. Of course, with aircraft carrier economy always being a little bit of a mess, you never really know what's actually up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little first impression / me being a potato with a stock captain Kaga. And I will most certainly be putting out a proper review of the carrier Kaga, maybe some better gameplay as well, along with how to deal with things like Saipans, fighter Saipans, and overall enemy fighters. Hope you guys enjoyed this very quick preview at least. And I will see you guys in the next one.